I ride slow through my city, cause I know how we get it. We grind hard for them digits. Just one more day in the life. One more day in the life. The life. The life.
Welcome to the Never Full Pod, the show about dope people that do dope shit. Today we in Active, Spade O. My main guys right here. DJ Aktive. This guy he got the perfect name because he's doing all types of shit.
Spade.
No, man, I'm ecstatic because people don't know I'm gonna act like we don't know each other, but we're family, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna act like we don't know each other for the people. So you can tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Active, that's my name. Maurice is my real name. I'm from West Philly, born and raised.
He like long walks in the park, holding hands, Capricorn. Yeah, I mean, he gonna do all that shit. This he think your black people meet. This boy's crazy.
I'm from West Philly, man. Born and raised. Only child. Y'all want to know the rundown? I'm telling you the rundown of me. He's like a cousin to me on another side of things.
Yeah, I'm the
cousin.
You want to invite to the cookout. You know what I mean? I DJ, produce, work with different artists, stuff like that. You know, that's what I do. This boy talking about he worked with different artists. This boy was the official DJ for Music Soul Child, Common,
Run it down.
Janet Jackson. The boy's the tour DJ for Janet Jackson. Like, come on, man. This boy here talking about, I work with different artists. Michael's sister, Penny from Good Times. Michael's sister. This boy's the DJ right here.
Nah, it's a blessing that, you know what I'm saying, I had the opportunity to work with her and, you know, music. You know my history, man. You know where I started.
They don't know.
Yeah, so I started with Music Soul Child way back in like 2000. That's when I first got my start. I was working with Jay Irvin, Dr. J's son. Jay Irvin, Michael McArthur, Jay Hips and all them. And I was down at the park. What, on Parkside?
Parkside,
yeah.
Parkside,
I used to be down there all the time. And that's how I got my first start, man. I was DJing out there. They was like, yo, we got an artist we want you to rock with. His name is Music from North Philly. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with an R&B artist because I'm strictly into scratching and, you know, all hip-hop stuff. And I went out there, did a little audition. They actually down north, and then they had me go out on the road. That was my first time going out on the road in 2000. And then from there, just trickled down. I met Khalees. And then
you was DJing for Khalees too?
I went for Khalees there through Jay Irvin. Shouts to Jay Irvin through Jay. And then he took me to Milan over there. And he's like, I got a show for I want you to do, just Khalees. I said, all right, cool. I do it. I was working down at Red Sky, just in there DJing. Yeah. And he had me go out there, did a thing with her. Nas was there. So that's when they was married at the time. Then he had me go out with him for like 2 years. And just start trickling down just like word of mouth.
This nigga here, man. He talking about he worked with different artists. Boy, just right now I was with Nas, I was with Khalees, I was in Milan, you got a lot of shit going on.
Nah,
I mean, you're just a humble guy, but just listen, get your flowers, man. Like here, where you smell them.
I appreciate it.
You
man.
out here doing shit. Now, you doing the Jimmy Fallon, you on the new show with Jimmy Fallon. Tell me a little bit about that.
That's my jam. So a friend of mine, he's a music director. He's actually from Jersey, but he be in Philly a lot. His name is Adam Blackstone. He handles like Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, and a bunch of people. He's like, yo, we got this show coming up. Would you want to show him your stuff? I showed him my stuff, and Jimmy liked what I was doing. So they had me doing the show. You know what I'm saying? I guess for me working with bands, because, you know, it's not just DJing. It's like you're doing more of like a...
Yeah, you're an instrument.
It's like an instrument. It's more of an instrument.
Yeah,
so
sure.
That's where... You know, that's basically what my job is. It's not really just, yo, put your hands up, you know, I'm dropping this explosion. Yeah. It ain't really too much of that. It's like more strategic of what you gotta play and you using the turntable or using whatever controller, what you're using as an instrument. You know, it's like cue points I gotta come in and come out, you know. They talking to me, bring it in right here, take it out right there. So I'm just...
Shout out all you DJs work on your craft. Work on your craft, because if he was just content with just scratching and mixing, this opportunity would have came by you and you wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah,
You're only doing it because when the opportunity came, you was qualified to do it.
That's the only reason why. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was going to be doing that show, you know. Same thing with the whole Janet thing. When I started working with her, you know, I had to do, like, the whole thing is I had to do a bunch of auditions. Like people, they got to see me, they don't know me. So a friend of mine, if he's putting a word in for me, they like, okay, well, who he? You know, I'm still from Philly, but they was like, he ain't Jazzy Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell is that? You know, so they seen that I worked with Kanye and Common before. They're like, okay, so he worked with certain artists. What is going to separate you from any other DJ? So my whole thing was I always try to be creative with bands. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just me, like I say, just me cutting or just hyping up. It's more being an instrument and what you can bring to the table there. You know, so it's like, let's say we doing Janet Jackson's song, what's the joint? Got Till Us Gone. That's the joint with Q-Tip. Right. I will play the sample, which is the James Brown part. Band to play to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then I might bring in, like the part, dun, 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 I loop that. The band coming with it. So it's a lot of strategic shit going on with it.
Yeah. So, I'm sitting here stuck as you talking about it because as you talking about it, I can hear it. And I'm watching it in my view, but you just like, yeah, you know, when I'm with Janet, like, you know what I mean? This is Janet Jackson.
No, man. And, you know, like, bro, I never thought I would, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a kid from West Philly, you know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd be ever doing that, but I don't take it for granted. You know, I look at it as a blessing to get on, you know, to got the opportunity to do it.
Damn. You ever try to sniff one of her shoes or some old crazy shit?
Yeah. Crazy boy. Yo.
Nigga, the West Philly came right about it.
Yeah, damn right. Shucks. I try to holler at her, honestly.
Yo. You would have had to listen, you gotta shoot your shot. This is Janet Jackson, man.
Yeah. She's mad at the time, so, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, listen. I'm just saying, as I'm sitting here, like, you just give off the vibe. So she ready to go back on tour soon, right? Or did she just put out something?
She's putting out a documentary coming on this Friday.
A documentary,
yeah, for her life and stuff like that. Shout out to Jay. Make sure y'all check that out. If y'all into the Jacksons, make sure y'all check that
Everybody's into the Jacksons. You cannot be into the Jacksons.
So that story's coming out on the 28th this month. And then she's going to be putting out like a little album later on in the year.
You going back out with her again?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're in a documentary. Because it
Yeah. I mean, from the tours and stuff, we up in there.
Come on, man. This boy's too humble, man.
Nah,
all
man.
types of groovy shit going on, man. So when you had when you doing the show with when you doing the Jimmy Fallon Show, what's the name of the show again? That's my jam. That's my jam.
Yeah.
Perfect name too. Do you ever like get in like have a moment like, yo, damn, I'm just was DJing in West Philly and now I'm out here doing do you ever had a moment?
I do, man. I really do. I be like, dang, I'm really over here. You know, I take every moment in because you know how this game is. It's either when you on or you off. You know what I'm saying? So when it's on, I try to take it all in as a memory. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't always gonna be there.
For sure.
You know, so I just be humble, just try to stick to the script. Whatever they ask me to do my job. Get out of there. I don't really look at it like, I look at it as work. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's work. You know what I'm saying? This is how I can pay my bills. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing I think that keeps you dope is like, you still in the clubs. I see you still doing events and all that.
I still do the joint around here. I go to Camden to go do it, you know what I mean? North Philly, I still do it.
Yeah, so that kind of keeps you grounded because sometimes people get to these plateaus and they lose.
They lose it, yeah. They lose
where
they
so
came
they lose
from,
the pulse. So now when they when they DJing, it's real generic and like corny. You know what I mean? It's like real like it's real like generic and dumb. You know what I mean? So what's like you say you produce too? So you like producing records for artists or you just?
Yeah, I do production, man. I did an album. It's called The Tour, and I had a couple cats from the city in there. I remember I want to get you on one of the joints, and I do the next one.
Yeah. That's already done. Yeah, we in the pocket. It's on.
So I did a couple tracks on there. My man Ivy, you know Ivy Barris? He produced like a lot of stuff. Jalil Beats did some joints on there. I did some tracks on there. I had Common on there. He's on the album. Freeway, Estelle, Music, Siegel. Just people I know, you know what I mean? And I call it The Tour, people I work with, you know.
You got to get Janet Jackson on that.
I tried.
You get Janet Jackson on that mother?
I tried. They didn't sign off on that, dog.
Yeah. That shit was too street for it.
It was.
Yeah, that joke was.
She was like, "You too hood." I said, "Oh."
She told you that straight up.
Yeah, she told me I'm a nigga.
Janet Jackson, you love niggas. Stop acting crazy.
She do.
You know what I mean?
She love niggas.
I already know. Yeah, so you got all this great stuff going on, but you got family, you're doing family. Like, how does this, because your schedule's hectic. You're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this. Like, how is that trying to balance family with your business?
Well, you know, my son right now, he's in college. You know what I mean? So
and he DJ.
He's DJ, yeah. DJ Skip. Shout out to Skip.
Yep, shout out
He's
to Skip.
18. He DJ, you know. And then, you know, I tap with my daughter all the time. She's a little older, you know what I'm saying? She's a little older, but she be doing her own thing. But she's good. But yeah, I talk to them, you know, at least, a couple times a week. You know, I can't bother my son too much because he's in school. Right. But I talk to my daughter when she's not working, you know. Yeah,
that's I mean, because
it's hard, though.
It's a balance.
It's a balance. It's been a balance. It's been kind of hard through the years, you know what I'm saying? You know, from being, you out doing shows, you can't be with them all the time. It's like, it's a give and take situation.
But they solid. Both of them is solid.
Yeah, they solid. Salute to
they
the
both
kiddies.
solid, and you set a good example, because you see your son, Skip, he DJing.
Yes.
So it's like so what is his? He's a producer and all of that stuff.
He be producing. He be doing his parties up at the school and stuff.
I already know he got the school jam, and I already know he up school bugging out. I know he up there bugging out. I know he's up there. I know him, and I know how he up there cutting up.
He cutting up. That's what he been doing.
For sure. So what's next for you, Active? What you getting into next?
What's next? Well, we just did. It just came out. It's running on TV on NBC. Pepsi commercial. I did some production on there for the Super Bowl. So I just posted up. It's on my gram. Yeah, it went up last Friday.
Spool's gonna be getting checks for the rest of his life.
Man,
he in there humble, talking about he just did some shit for Pepsi for the Super Bowl. Like that is like, yo, could you ever imagine?
I never imagined, you know what I mean? Shout out to my man Adam Blackstone, because he brought me in on it. It was his account. And he's like, yo, I want you to do some mixing, you know, for Mary and Dr. Dre. I guess they co-signed on it, and that was a blessing, you know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a hell of a Super Bowl. You got Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that joint gonna be crazy.
Snoop.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be at the Super Bowl. I just did the commercial part.
Yeah, but
I did the scratches on there.
I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, I'm thinking back 10 years ago. You imagine you ever see Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg performing at the Super Bowl?
Kind of crazy.
For the world. For the world. The biggest sporting event on earth, and they're gonna let...
In Inglewood.
Shout out to the people. Well, shout out to Jay-Z, man. You know what I mean? That don't happen without Jay-Z's involvement with the NFL. Don't happen with him. So shout out to him for moving the culture forward. Shout out to all the culture carriers and everybody that's pushing the culture forward, man. Because without y'all, we're going to be stagnant. So that's dope. So, Active, you're running around, you're DJing, you got TV shows, you're DJing parties, DJing clubs. You married. You're not married.
I'm not married.
Close to being married.
I got a girl.
Well, I mean,
that's close enough.
Yes. You on the way. Listen.
Yeah.
So, how was that on the way?
Okay.
How was that for you? Like balancing that with DJing and doing all that.
That conversation, we can have it. Okay. That's a hard thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I keep it 100. I've been in a couple relationships. Sometimes it don't work out because like, yo, you're way too much, or you know, who's this girl on your page? Who's this? Who's that? It don't really be any of that. It don't be none of that. It just be like, you know. So I mean, you know, the lady that I'm dating now, you know what I'm saying? We cool. Everything is. She's a little older than me. You know what I mean? So everything is kind of in a good space right now. Yeah. But at first, she was tripping a little bit.
It get like that. It get like that with life, because this, I mean, entertainment and those types of things is all about it's all a mirage. Yeah. So sometimes it leaves space for the imagination.
Exactly.
And they mind start drifting.
Tripping everywhere.
Yeah, you're like, yo, like I'm working. Like, what do you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, I know you DJ Active, you behind Jen. The chicks throwing their panties up on the stage at you.
Man, what's up?
I know I go there. They always, what they say, house party. Oh, they keep asking, who's the DJ? They keep asking, who's the DJ? Active up there DJ, and they throw their drawers at him. Y'all know how I go. But yeah, you know, as long as you holding that home, everything is good.
Yeah, everything's copacetic, man. Yeah, I try to balance that out. You know what I'm saying? I try to be home when I can be home. If it's not work related, I'm really in the crib.
Nah, but that's, I mean, just you know, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm just.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm like, just so much wonderful things happen, and wonderful things happen for wonderful people. You know what I mean? You always been just like a good person, and that's why these people will refer you. Because I mean, every play you just ran down, you're just like, yeah, somebody told such and such about me, or somebody told such and such about me.
But my thing, you know what?
And there's a zillion DJs here.
Yeah, but my thing, like I tell DJs, you know, you just gotta really put yourself out there. Don't get boxed in the city. Can't get boxed in Philly because it's a big world out here. Don't go to LA politics. Go to New York and politics. Just don't get boxed in because I think it's like a ceiling in Philly.
Yeah.
That you can't. It's like once you hit a certain place, it's like we can't go.
I think some people put ceilings on themselves. They put ceilings on their minds because they box themselves into they only going to DJ these types of clubs, these types of parties, DJ behind these types of artists. Like you spread out. Like you said when they came to you with music, you like, what the hell am I gonna do behind an R&B singer?
What the hell?
But you still took the lead.
I took the lead.
Some people would have just said no.
Yeah.
Like I ain't into that, bro.
Because I was ignoring it. We was on the block. They was calling me. Shout out to Mike Mack, manager. They was calling me, and I just like, what the hell I'm gonna do with this? I couldn't understand. I'm not an R&B person, so I couldn't understand what I'm gonna be doing, scratching or mixing with an R&B artist. And then when I went down there and got with him, I said, okay, I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to bring the hip hop vibe to the R&B. It was like hip hop track. His music he's like a singer, but then he's like a rapper type of dude a little bit. You know what I mean? So, you know, I grew up listening to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Because I remember coming to Carvin in them studio when y'all was down there and y'all was putting it together.
I see y'all way back. Shout out to Carvin and Ivan, y'all.
Yep, before music even started moving, like how y'all was putting the stuff together, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna be big. Cause I just saw it and y'all had a good chemistry. Because that played a part a lot in it. Like with you being DJ, you gotta have a chemistry with the artist.
You gotta have a chemistry with the artist. If you don't got the chemistry, it's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Cause I mean, like they gonna get on your nerves, you gonna get on their nerves. It just ain't gonna work. But I mean, you just been blessed. You've been able to work with Khalees, Nas, Common, Janet Jackson, music. So, and I mean, I'm sure you done spot things behind different artists here and there.
Yeah. You know, spot dates here and there has been kind of cool. But, you know, I just like to keep trying to build. There's nothing wrong with working with this artist, that artist, that's cool. I just be trying to build myself up too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be like, all right, that's Active, he does that. You see what I'm saying?
But you built up, bro. You built up, man. You built up. You got a whole introduction on the show. You know what I'm saying? On the show, they say the DJ like it's over. It's ready to be up now. So like, what's your next thing? Like you like, yo, DJ, I'm doing this, but I'm gonna be doing this next.
The next thing I want to do is open up a DJ school.
That would be dope.
For Philly, you know, to get back to the kids and then show them how to be music directors, not just be DJs in the club and build shows, stuff like that, understand music, understand genres. That's my main goal at the end. Because
people forget, you know what I mean? I think sometimes people forget how essential a part of hip hop the DJ was. Because, you know, old school hip hop, the DJ was bigger than the artist.
Yeah,
it was Eric B. and Rakim.
DJ Jazzy Fresh Prince, you're right.
The DJ was bigger than the artist because the DJ was the original star of the hip hop show, was the DJ first. And then the artist became, but now you rarely ever see artists that really have
a DJ no more.
They
just
come
use Pro Tools.
They come plug the machine up, push the
play
button,
and explosions.
And that's how it go. But
which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing but I think the verses with Jadakiss and with the locks and
that was dope.
Made you see the difference between having the DJ and just pushing the buttons and all that.
Yeah, the DJ in the back, that's my man from New York.
The performance just looked different.
Performance, exactly, performance-wise, yup.
Because it gives you way more versatility when you got the live DJ behind
exactly.
part of the show.
Because he's bringing the record in and out, you know what I'm saying? You can break it down. You know, you might want to do a freestyle, cut it in right there.
See, I could sit here for hours and hours and talk to this brother about hip hop. But he got to go get on the airplane because he too big for me, man. He got to get on the airplane soon,
ain't
man.
Nothing changed.
No. I know you got to work. I know you got stuff to do. But we got a segment. We got a moment right here.
Okay.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna let you get out of here without something.
What is this? What's this?
This is the Never Fold Pie.
Okay.
This segment is called Pull Your Card. So what you gonna do is I'm gonna lay the cards out. I'm gonna hold the cards. So you get to pull a card. You pull a heart, I'm gonna ask you a question about love. I already was too much into your business, but I'm gonna keep this a little PG.
Okay.
You pull a diamond, you gotta give a great piece of advice that somebody's giving you, or just a dope piece of advice for somebody else.
Okay.
Pull a club, the greatest club you ever DJ. Greatest club you ever DJ.
Oh, okay.
You pull a spade, I'm gonna just ask you some random spade shit.
Okay.
All right?
I'm ready.
My man. Come on, pull one. What you got?
Hard. Wearing me out in here. They gonna wear me out on the gram.
All right, I ain't even gonna go too bad. I ain't gonna go too hard. The first song that made you fall in love with hip hop. The song that made you fall in love with hip hop.
The first song?
The song that made you fall in love with hip hop.
King of Rock from DMC.
King of Rock. You see, I took it light on you that time.
You took it light, yeah.
For me, it was I Ain't No Joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I seen him walking down with the big
hard.
rope chain on and that beat, bam, I lost my mind.
Yeah.
I lost my mind right there. So I might gotta ask you another question.
Okay.
All right. So when you in the club, and I know they in there. They like DJ Aktive. You in it. How do you fight it off? How you fight it off?
What you mean, far as like girls?
Yes.
No, you know what? You gotta hit in the back. Grab me up with that.
Well, you know.
You gotta be political. You know what I'm saying? You say hello to everybody. I try to say hello, give out a little hug. If I know him, what's up? How you doing? Cool. I get right back into it.
He don't be giving out no hugs. Go ahead.
Yeah, I give out a hug. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I know them, I shake their hand or whatever, normal conversation. That's it that I get back into right here. I don't try to give it too much because I don't want they think, he got a girl, but you know what? He trying to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, not now. Back in the day, yeah, I'm hollering at all y'all. What's happening?
You got a deceptive body language. See, I read this book about reading people's body language, and you was being deceptive right there. You was being very deceptive.
Right.
No, but I'm just messing with you. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you got all these great things going on. You're DJing, you're doing the shows, you're doing the parties. When it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered when it's all said and done? When you're done with this, what's your leg? What do you want your legacy to be when it's all over?
My legacy, Spade, I would say, known as a good dude, straight up. Try to keep things solid, and was known to let people have a good time. You know what I'm saying? My thing is to try to bring people together musically. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So I want to make sure you come to my party, it was an experience.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So look, check out my brother DJ Aktive.
Salute.
That's my jam on the Jimmy Fallon Show on NBC. Check him out. But on tour with Janet Jackson, look out for his DJ school coming soon. And he got all types of great shit going on. And remember, no matter how bad cards you get dealt, you can never fool. Till next time, love yours.
Never fold.